So I'm not sure what that will do to our scoring. So she still does get the point. She still gets the point. Catherine Grace Norris wins. And now we have Ella King taking on Ava Yazbek of Sierra Nevada College. Yazbek on the blue course wearing bib number 2. Ella King on the red course wearing bib number 42. Sierra Nevada College already trailing 1-0 and would love to even it up with Ava Yazbek. And we're underway. Yazbek puts on an early lead, and she's trying to build speed up with every turn as she approaches the hit. Ella King runs into trouble, catches an edge, and spins around. And that's going to give Ava Yazbek a victory here in the second course. So it's 1-1. So we'll go to round 3 to see who will take advantage of the level score. In the start gates for Sierra Nevada College, the GS National Champion Sana Ohunin taking on Lily Cowan of Cornell in the blue course. Ohunin in the red course. Scores tied at 1. And Ohunin with a lightning fast start out the gate and already building a lead. She approaches the hit in the lead. Cowan trying to close it down, but she's behind. She can't make a mistake if she's going to chase down Ohunin. And Ohunin running away with this victory. Gets in the tuck, and she is going to make it 2-1 Sierra Nevada College. Sana Ohunin gets the point. And now Sierra Nevada College knocking on the door of advancing to the semifinals. Carmen Bergier of Cornell on the red course versus Erica McCormick of Sierra Nevada College on the blue course. Cornell, the Big Red, need this victory to force it into a 5th and decisive matchup. And we're underway. Bergier and McCormick neck and neck, but Bergier has trouble on the red course, slides out. McCormick clears the hit, and she's got quite the lead headed for home. Sierra Nevada is going to win this matchup, and they're going to move on to the semifinals, as it is now 3-1 with one group remaining here in this showdown. On the blue course, number 5, Caroline Sandin Gustafson for Sierra Nevada College, taking on Elise Michaels of Cornell on the red course. Sierra Nevada has already punched their ticket for the quarterfinals, and Sandin Gustafson gets a massive start and a good lead there as they approach the hit up and over. And Gustafson has the lead. A clean ski will put her and the rest of the Eagles from Incline Village into the final, to the quarterfinal or semifinal. Final score for this one, 4-1. Sierra Nevada wins this one. And that sets the stage for our next matchup featuring UConn taking on Babson. UConn will have Alexandra Scovran on the red course and Tatum Alkier from Babson on the blue course. And the start, and it looks like Alkier gets a great start over Scovran. Scovran hung up in the box a little bit as Alkier has a good lead heading over the jump. And this will be an easy victory for Tatum Alkier for Babson. Babson will go up 1-0 here in the early going. Babson waving hi to all those at home as we will now set the course for Olivia Burwell of Babson on the red course, taking on Rachel Lefebvre of UConn on the blue course. Lefebvre needs to come through for UConn to avoid the dreaded 0-2 hole as we get started. Neck and neck, approaching the hit. As they drop over the hit, neck and neck, but it looks like Burwell is pulling ahead a little bit as she is coming down. 5 gates left to go. And Burwell gets the victory for Babson. And it's now 2-0 Babson. UConn in an 0-2 hole and need Jillian Sherpa to come through for him as she will take on Alexis Kane of Babson. Kane on the blue course wearing bib number 28. Sherpa on the red course, bib number 23. UConn, the number 4 team. Babson, the number 5 team. Sherpa with an early lead. She needs to hold it to give UConn a chance in the next round. Drops over the hit. It's Sherpa. Sherpa taking it all the way home. Has to stay clean, and she's going to get the victory. And she skis outside of a gate. Jillian Sherpa skis outside of a gate. And that allows Alexis Kane to walk through the wide open door. And Babson gets the point and takes a 3-0 lead. As Sherpa gets in her tuck to finish the race. But what a run for Alexis Kane. Michelle Martin of Babson will take on Alexandra Marshall of UConn. Marshall on the blue course, wearing bib number 24. Michelle Martin from Babson, number 29 on the red course. Babson leads 4-0 right now, as we are in the 5th and final grouping of this matchup. And right now, Martin with the lead, with 5 gates left to go. Left, right, all the way down to the bottom. And Michelle Martin completes the sweep for Babson. And they will be taking on Sierra Nevada in the semifinal. Our next matchup will feature number 2, Rocky Mountain College, taking on number 10, Northeastern University. But first, we appear to have some housekeeping to take care of, as Lauren Sullivan of UConn on the red course will take on Lizzie Bayer of Babson on the blue course. And it looks like Sullivan runs into some problems. And Bayer will come through for another victory for Babson. So Babson getting set to take on the powerhouse Sierra Nevada College in the semifinals. That action later on this afternoon. Now on to our next matchup. Rocky Mountain College taking on Northeastern University. Number 2, Rocky Mountain College. Number 10, Northeastern. The slalom national champion, Lisa Hitula, high atop the parallel slalom course on the red course, taking on Hannah Sadek of Northeastern on the blue course. And the start. Good start by Hitula. Hitula getting a lead early. Can she hold it? As we come to the hit. They are neck and neck. What a run by Sadek to catch up to Hitula. Neck and neck coming down the final straightaway. 5 gates left to go. Sadek pulls ahead. Sadek is going to get the win by 0.05 of a second. Hannah Sadek of Northeastern gets the opening victory in this matchup. Emmeline Lafarge for Rocky Mountain College, number 7 on the blue course, taking on Elise Dinnan of Northeastern University on the red course, number 52. And they start out well, and it looks like Lafarge and Dinnan neck and neck. Moving through. They drop over, and they are neck and neck. Another close race, another tight one headed through. Lafarge pulls ahead. Dinnan looks like she might have had some problems, but Emmeline Lafarge evening the score up for the Battling Bears from Billings, Montana. We're all knotted up at 1 here in the quarterfinals of the women's dual panel slalom USCSA National Championship. Waiting for the indication to let us know who's on the red course for which team. I can tell you right now, Rocky Mountain College will be coming down on the red course and Northeastern on the blue course. The big matchup coming up here as we are knotted up at 1. Coverage of Super Saturday on USCSA Broadcast Network, also including coverage of the Snowboard GS event happening just next door. You can catch that on the Snowboard channel. Pretty simple broadcast with just the video coverage. We did not have an announcer for that event, but we'd like to thank you for joining us here for the Parallel Slalom live from Lake Placid, New York at Whiteface, site of the 1980 and 1932 Winter Olympic Games. 1980 Winter Olympic Games, one of the more memorable ones. The Miracle on Ice, Eric Heiden, and for more traditional ski fans, Enmar Stenmark beginning his dominance, winning both the slalom and the giant slalom gold medal. And we're ready to go. Susan Becks from Rocky Mountain College wearing bib number 8 on the red course. Elizabeth Rankin from Northeastern, number 53 on the blue course. We're all knotted up at 1. The pressure is on both of these ladies. We'll see who responds. We're underway, and they are neck and neck right now. Headed for the hit. It is impossible to tell who is ahead. As we hit the hit, it is going to be Elizabeth Rankin in the lead. Susan Becks trying to close down, and it looks like Rankin runs into a panel, and that's going to cost her some speed. Here comes Susan Becks, and the dive for the line. Becks by 0.2 of a second. And that is going to make it 2-1 Rocky Mountain College. Susan Becks with a rather disappointing week here at the Alpine venue, crashing in both races, making good and giving Rocky Mountain College that second point on the brink of qualifying for the semifinals. And it looks like high atop the course, we just might have 2 Rocky Mountain competitors that'll be going head-to-head and warming up for the semifinals. Waiting for the indication to verify that. Just simply going off of what our camera shot is showing currently. Elon Olive here on the USCSA Broadcast Network, bringing you live coverage of the Parallel Slalom event, where we will crown our 2018 national champions in both the women's team, men's team, and women's and men individual events. Susan Becks just took the last showdown between Elizabeth Rankin here in this matchup between Northeastern University and Rocky Mountain College. Hannah Clancy on the blue course from Rocky Mountain College, taking on Peekaboo Street from Boss Hogg. And it'll be a win for Clancy and a win for Rocky Mountain College. The Battling Bears continue to battle their way through this bracket, and we will see them in the semifinals. Hannah Clancy to the line, and that is going to give her a win. And Rocky Mountain College moving on. Our next matchup will feature Castleton taking on St. Olaf, but first some housekeeping in the previous matchup between Rocky Mountain and Northeastern. Linnea Basinger of Rocky Mountain on the red course, taking on Marguerite Skaugen from Northeastern on the blue course, and we are underway here. Close race here, but it looks like Skaugen carrying the lead over the hit. Linnea Basinger trying to close it down, but Skaugen picking up speed with every turn. It's going to be close as Basinger's turned it on, and the finish, it is Skaugen by 0.14 of a second. And she is rocking out down there in the finishing corral. And we are ready to kick off the Castleton-St. Olaf Showdown final matchup here in the women's quarterfinals. Lee Iunis of Castleton, number 16, on the red course. Gabby Genchif of St. Olaf, number 31, on the blue course. St. Olaf ranked number 6, Castleton ranked number 3. Trying to make it into the Final Four. Winner will take on Rocky Mountain College in the semifinals. St. Olaf beat Penn State 4-1. Castleton beat College of Idaho 3-2 in a pretty exciting matchup there. Lee Iunis and Gabby Genchif high atop the parallel slalom course, and we're underway. Gabby Genchif going on an early lead, but Lee Iunis trying to shut it down. Coming over the hit, it is Gabby Genchif. Gabby Genchif racing as hard as she can for the finish, but Lee Iunis is hot on her tail. Iunis trying to pick up speed. Genchif into the tuck, and it's going to be Genchif, as Genchif will give St. Olaf College the first point here in this matchup against Castleton. Alexandra Susan Clark for St. Olaf, wearing bib number 32. On the red course, taking on Lynn Jungjamo of Castleton, bib number 17 on the blue course. And we're underway. Tight start by both athletes, and it looks like Jungjamo is going to have the lead as we go over the hit. It is Jungjamo, but by the slimmest of margins. Jungjamo slides out a little bit, and now that allows Clark to come through and make it a race. Clark in the lead. It's going to be close, and it is Alexandra Susan Clark of St. Olaf by the slimmest of margins. It is now 2-0 St. Olaf. Megan O'Shea on the red course for St. Olaf, or for Castleton, taking on Skylar Ann Sanega of St. Olaf on the blue course. And we're underway. Tight race from the start as we approach the hit. And it looks like it is going to be Sanega with a good lead over the hit. And Sanega just got to keep it together, and she will win this one for St. Olaf. But here comes Megan O'Shea. O'Shea doing the best she can, but just simply runs out of real estate. And it is Skylar Ann Sanega for St. Olaf, making the score 3-0. As Kristen Kruk for Castleton will take to the blue course, and Eleanor Goodnow to the red. St. Olaf leads 3-0. And we're underway. Once again, a tight neck-and-neck race as we approach the hit. Coming over the jump, it appears to be Kruk for Castleton. Kruk has the lead. Eleanor Goodnow trying to pour on the speed to catch up, but it looks like it could be a very close race as Kruk will get there and get the point for Castleton. Kylie Mackey for Castleton will now take to the red course. Tisa Pavlovich for St. Olaf on the blue course. Number 35 for Pavlovich, number 20 for Kylie Mackey. Score is 3-1 St. Olaf here in the final matchup, here in the quarterfinals, and this is the final pairing. And we're underway. Pavlovich with an early lead as they approach the hit. Pavlovich clears the hit, but just as they go over the hit, Mackey puts on an acceleration. Mackey now in front. Mackey trying to build on this lead, and Castleton looks like they might get a point. It's going to be close. No, Tisa Pavlovich by 0.12 of a second gets the win for St. Olaf. And that'll make it a 4-1 final, and St. Olaf will move on to take on Rocky Mountain College in the semifinals. Moving on to the boys men's quarterfinals. Clarkson versus College of Idaho. Clarkson, the number 1 team in the bracket. Idaho, the number 8. Clarkson beat Michigan State University 4-1. Idaho beat Wisconsin-Madison 4-1 as well. After this, it'll be Castleton versus Babson in Sierra Nevada College taking on Cornell, and Rocky Mountain College taking on St. Olaf. Clarkson versus College of Idaho, our first matchup here in the quarterfinals of the 2018 Men's Dual Slalom National Championship. Last time this event was contested in 2016, Ron Bonneau's College of Idaho squad took the silver, and Clarkson took the bronze. Waiting for our timing screen to show who is on what course. Olive coming at you live from what has turned out to be a beautiful day here at Whiteface Mountain, just outside of Lake Placid, New York. Gregory Murray of Clarkson University on the red course. Lucas Underkoffer of College of Idaho on the blue course. And we are underway. Underkoffler with the early lead, but Murray not wanting to be counted out as he is pouring on the speed as they cross the hit. And it looks like Murray loses a ski, and that's going to end his day. And Underkoffler gets the win for College of Idaho. Gregory Murray looked fast coming over to the hit, but as soon as he hit the ground, his ski fell off, and that is going to cost Clarkson a point there. Have a short little course hold as they're fixing one of the gates towards the top of the parallel slalom course. And Trevor Trimble for College of Idaho on the red course, taking on number 2, Thomas Daigle of Clarkson University on the blue course. Trimble on the red, Dangle on the blue, and we're underway. Looks like Daigle takes an early lead out of the start gate as they approach the hit. And over the hit, it's Daigle. Daigle, but look at the speed from Tremble, and Tremble just a little too aggressive as he will go down, and Thomas Daigle will win the matchup for Clarkson, and that'll even it up at 1. High atop the parallel slalom course, the two athletes are already backed into the start boxes, waiting to get their signal before they drop down and tear up this USCSA National Championship parallel slalom course. Maintained by the NICEF race crew, one of the top crews in the country, if not the world. Done a great job all week keeping all the courses, all the tracks in national championship condition. And they continue to do so, along with our USCSA volunteers. Thomas Daigle won the last matchup for Clarkson, and Andrew Yovien for Clarkson getting ready on the red course, taking on Brady Nielsen of College of Idaho on the blue course. We're all knotted up at 1 here, a very important matchup here for both these teams, and we're underway. Tight set, tight race going to the hit, and it looks like it is Yovien. Yovien has a good lead, and he's just got to ski clean, and he'll have the victory for Clarkson. The #1 ranked team in some style coming across the line, Yovien. And it is now 2-1 Clarkson. Clarkson, the #1 team, and the Team GS national champions. Ryan Riley of Clarkson, bib number 4 on the blue course. Anthony Scherfone, number 44 of College of Idaho on the red course. High atop the parallel slalom course, these athletes drop in, and we're underway. Tight race, neck and neck as we head to the jump, but it appears Ryan Riley has the lead. Drops over the jump, and he's headed for the home stretch. Ryan Riley getting ready to take it to the finish line, but here comes Scherfone. Scherfone trying to chase him down, but he runs out of real estate. And Ryan Riley of Clarkson will send Clarkson to the semifinals as they take that important 3-1 lead. Jared Esnes will take on Alberto Tomba from Team Boss Hog. Esnes getting ready to wrap up his 2018 USCSA National Championships. Following this matchup between Esnes and Alberto Toma, we will have Castleton taking on Babson. Esnes will be on the red course. Oh no, they're going to go ahead and move on. So we're moving on to Sean Robinson of Babson on the blue course, taking on Jan Klindich of Castleton on the red course. And we're underway here in the first pairing of this matchup. Tight race going into the hit, but it appears Klindich has a lead as he drops over. Klindich in front. Robinson trying to chase him down. Klindich using all of his speed to get to the stripe first, and he will. Jan Klindich of Castleton with the first points. Mac Henderson of Babson will now drop down the red course, looking to tie it up against Anton Smith of Castleton on the blue course. And they drop in. It looks like Smith has the early lead, but Mac Henderson is chasing him down. They come over the drop, and they are neck and neck. Henderson trying to pour on the speed, and it looks like he's trying to get to the lead. However, Smith trying to pour it on as we get to the line, and by 0.3 of a second, it is Anton Smith of Castleton. And it'll now be 2-0 Castleton. Eli Wolfson of Babson on the blue course, number 23, taking on number 18, Oscar Erickson of Castleton on the red course as they drop into the course. And it's a neck-and-neck race as we approach the hit, but there goes Oscar Erickson, building upon a lead that he built up right before the drop. And he runs into a panel, loses some speed there, but it looks like it's going to be enough for Oscar Erickson to get into the finish line first and give Castleton that important third point. So Castleton will be moving on to the semifinals to take on number 1 ranked Clarkson. High up top, the parallel slalom course here at Whiteface Mountain just outside of Lake Placid, New York. Castleton taking on Babson. Castleton has the 3 points needed to advance. Looking like they're ready to go momentarily. Jonathan Boland of Babson, number 24 on the red course. Paul Klosterman of Castleton over on the blue course, bib number 19. And we're underway. Close neck-and-neck race, but Klosterman takes the lead, and he catches an edge and goes down, but he's back up, and he goes over the hit. Neck and neck with Boland. This is a close race. It's going to be very close as they get to the line, and it is Paul Klosterman of Castleton who gets the win, even with the style off the jump. And Castleton will get the 4th point. Paul Reckberger of Castleton, the slalom national champion, taking on Jonathan Blanchard of Babson. Blanchard on the blue course, Reckberger on the red course. And here we go. As they approach the hit, it's a very tight race. It looks like Blanchard carries the lead over Reckberger. Blanchard goes a little bit out of control, but gets it back. He's headed for the finish with about 3 gates left to go, and something happened with Reckberger midway down the bottom section, and he will not finish. Blanchard gets the win for Babson, but it's going to be Castleton who moves on by a final score of 4-1 as we go to the quarterfinals. Sierra Nevada College taking on Cornell. Sierra Nevada, the number 2 ranked team. Cornell, the number 10. So far, our semifinals features the number 1 Clarkson University taking on the number 4 Castleton University. Riles White for Sierra Nevada College on the red course. Wyatt Querlo for Cornell on the blue course. As they prepare to drop down, and here we go. Tight neck and neck race, but it looks like Cuerlo has an early lead. Cuerlo over the drop, and he's in front. Riles Wyatt trying to chase him down. And he is running out of real estate as Cuerlo gets the easy victory over Riles Wyatt. Cornell takes an early lead over Sierra Nevada College. Sean Giannotto for Cornell on the red course, taking on Luka Gobek of Sierra Nevada on the blue course. And we're underway. And right now it's a neck and neck race as they approach the hit. Luka Gobek with a slight lead, but Giannotto trying to pour down the speed, and he goes down. And that is going to end it for Cornell's Sean Giannotto, and that is going to give Luka Gobek the win and the point for Sierra Nevada College. Luka Gobek showing some style in the finishing corral. As we go high atop to the start of the parallel slalom course here at Whiteface Mountain outside of beautiful Lake Placid, New York. Anton Waller of Sierra Nevada College on the red course, facing Patrick Halkema of Cornell on the red course. Score is knotted up at 1. Here we go. A trip to the semifinals is what each of these teams are working for, and what a start by Anton Waller, who gets a lead on Halkema as they come over the drop. And it is indeed Waller. Waller moving as fast as he can towards the finish. 4 gates left to go. 3, 2, and 1 into the finish, and Anton Waller gets the win for Sierra Nevada College. Griffin Sarachek for Cornell on the blue course. Vidar Whiting for Sierra Nevada College on the blue course, with Sarachek on the red course. And we're underway. Once again, another tight race at the beginning, but Whiting pulling out ahead. Whiting comes over the jump, and he is in the lead. He has a good lead, and Sarachek gets in the back seat, and that's going to end his race. And Vidar Whiting of Sierra Nevada College gets the win and will send Sierra Nevada College to the semifinals, where they will be facing off against St. Olaf or Rocky Mountain College. Into our 5th and final pairing of this matchup, Adrian Romberg of Sierra Nevada on the red course, Alexander Mildy of Cornell on the blue course, and we are underway. Tight race as they approach the hit. Up and over the hit, and it is Adrian Romberg. Romberg absolutely flying down the final part of this course, and Adrian Romberg will win this matchup. So Sierra Nevada wins 4-1. As we will now set up for Rocky Mountain College taking on St. Olaf on the blue course. Tegan Olin, number 31, on the red course. Andres Reich Pogladich, number 11, on the red course. The Giant Slalom national champion decimated the field in that event, and here we go. Neck and neck race as they come to the hit. Pogladich in the lead just barely as they drop over. Headed for the final straightaway. Pogladich, with 5 gates left to go, has the lead. It's going to be Pogladich. And Rocky Mountain College goes up 1-0 over St. Olaf. On the blue course, number 12, Jacob Ragnit. On the red course, number 32, Alexander Harris for St. Olaf. Ragnit for Rocky Mountain College. As they drop over the top, and it looks like Harris gets the early lead out of the start gate. Harris coming on to the drop. And Harris with a slight lead over Ragnit. Ragnit topped 5 in the slalom yesterday, and Ragnit with a good line here. Ragnit is not going to make it happen, though, as Alexander Harris gets the win for St. Olaf and ties it up. Back to the top. St. Olaf's Ian Taylor, number 33 on the blue course. Adam Allen from Rocky Mountain College on the red course, number 13. They drop over and we're underway. Fast and furious action here at the USCSA National Championships from Whiteface, New York. Coming over the drop, it is Adam Allen of Rocky Mountain College. Adam Allen moving as fast as he can as he comes down the final straightaway. And he will make that a win for Rocky Mountain College, and they take the lead 2-1. Back atop the parallel slalom course, and joining me, the man, the myth, the USCSA Hall of Famer,
Let me tell you
Boss Hogg.
Let me tell you something, kid. That is the best damn call I have heard. I swear it was like listening to me out there. I absolutely love it. I love it. You're great. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Oh, my word. Elon Olive out of nowhere. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Lee's Boss Hogg back on the microphone now once again. And this kid sitting next to me, my color commentator, he's the real deal. Let's get back into the action now. Keep going, brother. I'm just going to chop in when you need a break.
Adam Garrigus just got the win for Rocky Mountain College over Spencer Knack. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will send Rocky Mountain College to a classic matchup against Sierra Nevada College in the semifinal. Some housekeeping to take care of as Benjamin Myers will be skiing the red course for St. Olaf. Sean McCormick not coming down the course as Rocky Mountain College has already gotten the win. And that will end the men's quarterfinals. So our semifinals is set. Clarkson taking on Castleton, and Sierra Nevada taking on Rocky Mountain College. Should be a classic battle right there, Boss Hogg.
Oh, man, it is indeed. Could we ask for anything better as the Eagles are going to go up the Battling Bears? They're going to war it out in the semifinals. And Clarkson and Castleton in the other semifinal. This is fantastic. I don't think we could have drawn a better picture in the semifinals.
I don't think we could have either, as we move on to live action. And Caroline Bonin of Clarkson will move on to the final, it looks like, as Oprah Winfrey is put in for Boss Hogg's team. And Caroline Bonin coming down the blue course on her way.
Looks like Bonin is supposed to be up against Eva Agiko from UCLA.
She must have not have started.
And Caroline Bonin from Clarkson is going to take the victory. I don't know what happened to UCLA's Eva Agiko. Agiko wearing bib number 111. But it looks like Bonin is going to move forward here.
Erica Jensen taking on Haley Shirewagon. Jensen representing Syracuse University, and Haley Shirewagon, Rochester. Shirewagon on the red course, Jensen on the blue course.
Here we come as we got 3 gates to the top of the hit now, and he's lost a ski. That's Erica Jensen from Syracuse. So Jensen's out. All it's going to take is a clean run from Haley Shirewagon from the University of Rochester. Let me tell you something, Elon Olive. That is a nasty call right there. That is a nasty Alpine call. I mean the real deal. So listen, I meet this Elon Olive at a National Ability Center event last year. He is an adaptive guide for the adaptive program there. And they brought him in to talk about the adaptive equipment. And he opened his mouth on the microphone, and my jaw just about hit the ground. I said, kid, that is the real deal. So what? We've been working together now for about a year, getting ready for this event, right?
About a year.
And we brought him out here to Lake Placid. This is his first big event. And, I mean, this guy's a pro from the beginning. Dude, you're the real deal. You're going to make it big inside this business, and I am glad you're sitting here next to me.
Well, I appreciate the compliments, but I definitely would not be here without your kindness and generosity to let me come along and kind of hang on your coattails for this event.
Brother, we are twins. We are two peas in a pod right here stuck in the broadcast center at Lake Placid, New York. So Nils Kingston now from the University of Rochester. Here, let's take a look. Look, that right there, that guy right there, that is Mr. Elon Olive, and he is the real deal, I promise. Boss Hogg and Elon from the warm, comfy box here as we're started. Cameron Hale from the University of British Columbia now, bib 114 on the left side. Nils Kingston from University of Rochester in bib 111 on the right side, and they are neck to neck here.
Neck to neck, but it looked like Cameron Hale had a little bit of a lead coming over that jump. Nils Kingston, though, took advantage of a little mistake right after the jump, and it looks like Kingston's going to get the win.
He does indeed. University of Rochester's Nils Kingston in bib number 111, winning by 27/100ths of a second. And Kingston sitting good here for a national championship. We're going to see Callie Laurent and Spencer Chris next. Callie Laurent from New England College. Spencer Chris from University of California in Davis.
Laurent on the red course, Chris on the blue course, and we're underway. Neck and neck race headed to the drop, and it looks like Chris having a little bit of trouble, but he's going to come across the drop in the lead still, Boss Hogg. But it's going to be a close race as Callie Laurent pouring on the speed to chase him down. 3 gates left to go.
Who's it going to be as they hit the stripe? It's going to be Spencer Christ. The University of California Davis' Spencer Christ wins by 18/100ths of a second in bib 118. And Spencer Christ is going to face off against Nils Kingston from the University of Rochester in the men's dual slalom individual national championship final. Stay tuned. It's coming up next.
Meanwhile, continuing semifinal action. Now we go to the women's team dual slalom event. Sierra Nevada College will face Babson in our first matchup. Then it'll be Rocky Mountain College versus St. Olaf. Sierra Nevada number 1, Babson number
5.
Yes, Rocky Mountain College number 2, St. Olaf coming back all the way from the number 6 seed, Boss Hogg.
Boy, what a big matchup we've got here in the ladies dual slalom team championship. The Eagles from Incline Village, Sierra Nevada College, coached by first-year coach Elias Stewars. Babson College coming off incredible performance in the ladies competition all week long here at Lake Placid, and then moving right on to the war, Rocky Mountain College and St. Olaf College. You couldn't ask for a better semifinal here for this dual panel championship.
You could not, and Sierra Nevada College and Rocky Mountain College have shown absolute dominance in this bracket so far, but Babson and St. Olaf, they have done a great job as well. Babson beat UConn 5-0. St. Olaf beat Castleton 4-1. They've got a little bit of dominance of their own, not intimidated by any of the big names on this bracket.
So we await for the ladies to get loaded in the launch shack now. Sierra Nevada College, Babson College ready to battle it out. 1 win away from the finals. This is the Big Dogs Let 'em Eat semifinal action here on the Broadcast Network. As we get set to bring it to you, they're loading the ladies in the gates right now. A little bit of slowdown time, Elon, as we get here into the semifinals and the finals, just because it takes that long for the kids to get on the lift and reset. So, about a 15-minute turnaround, 12 to 15 minutes is what it takes to cycle these racers out of the finish crowd. But let's take a second to talk about that because that's an important component. These kids aren't running one race today.
They're running many.
They're running a bunch of races, round 1, round 2, quarterfinals, semifinals. It takes 5 times down this dual panel slalom course to win a national championship, and that is a lot of energy. This is a tough race on a tough course. It would be hard for you and I to do it once. These girls are going to do it 5 times.
They're doing it 5 times, and on top of that, the lift that they use to take to this run isn't one of those newfangled high-speed lifts. This is an old, slow lift. It goes very slow, and the muscles get very cold sitting on that lift.
I'm almost thinking, though, that that's probably an advantage because once they get off the lift, they have to literally ski down an entire run because the start of the dual panel slalom is about 9/10 of the way down a good, 3/4 mile run here. So it's not easy to get back to this thing. This is real work for these athletes today.
You're right. It's good to have that rest, but while you're sitting and cooling the muscles down, then when you get to the top of the start gate, you have to go through your routine again. You have to warm up all of your muscles, do the leg swings, the arm swings, do whatever you can to get that blood pumping, especially now that we're in crunch time. Semifinals for a national championship. All 4 of these schools are going to be racing for podiums. It's only a matter of which one they're going to be racing for.
We run the ladies first. Sierra Nevada up against Babson. Then it's Rocky Mountain up against St. Olaf. We'll move to the men's semifinals where Clarkson, the number 1 seed, they'll take on the number 4 seed Castleton University in the first semifinal. And then on to Sierra Nevada College, seeded number 2, against Rocky Mountain College, seeded number 3. The battle continues here at USCSA Nationals. as we get ready here for the ladies. On the blue course, on the left, it's Tatum Alkier from Babson, Vilda Johansson from Sierra Nevada. On the right, here they come.
Looks like Alkier actually got an early lead over on Johansson and is going to come over the drop well in front. This is going to be a big first point for Babson.
No doubt about it. Babson needed this from Tatum Alkier, and they're going to get it, barring a disaster here at the bottom, and no problem as Tatum Alkier is going to put a point on the board for Babson College. Sierra Nevada already finding themselves in a hole here.
Yeah, but that I think they expected it because now they're throwing Eva Yazbek out there, and she has had a great day. And she's racing Peekaboo Street.
Well, it looks like that they have gone ahead and skipped this position here. So some strategy being used by Babson College. They're going to let Eva Yazbek go ahead and get the point here. So Yazbek's going to come down by herself. And they didn't like the matchup with Yazbek, so they're going to let Yazbek win. And this is some of the strategy that these coaches are utilizing here in the dual panel slalom. So Babson not fielding a competitor here in the second. And we'll see who comes up next as Eva Yazbek's going to take a point for Sierra Nevada, all knotted up at 1.
But it doesn't get much easier because you have Ahunen, Gustafsson, many good women on that. And here's Ahunen right now. Sana Ahunen, the GS national champion on the red course.
And they're going to put Babson's Alexis Kane in bib 28 against Ahonen. And Ahonen off to an early start. She's going to be tough to beat. It'll take a disaster for Ahonen, and you're not going to get one. This kid's got mad skills. 8 gates to go for Sana Ahonen, and she's going to easily cruise for a point for Sierra Nevada as she hits the line and takes point number 2. 2-1, the Eagles against Babson.
Eagles looking like the team we thought they were, the number 1 ranked team. They had 2 spots on the podium in the individual event, including Sana Ahunen, who won it all. Now Babson's got to figure out a way to win this one. They have to.
2-1, Sierra Nevada over Babson. Babson's got to take a point here. Let's see who they're going to put in the start shack. On the red course, it's Michelle Martin for Babson. On the blue course, it's Erica McCormick for Sierra Nevada College. They're in the gate. They're ready to go. A big point for Babson as we wait for the barn doors to drop.
Michelle Martin has it all on her now, a chance to get closer to a national championship. And so far as they start, it's very close. They're going to come over the drop, and it looks like McCormick has a slight lead over Martin. Martin doing everything she can to pour on the speed, but McCormick just might be too fast for her.
4 gates to go for Erica McCormick, and the Eagles are going to move to the finals as Erica McCormick, she's able to hit the stripe first. That gives Sierra Nevada 3 points. And Babson College makes it to the semifinals, and that's the end of their wild ride here in this women's dual panel slalom. So Sierra Nevada College, the Eagles from Incline Village, they're going to be in the finals here.
Housekeeping left to do on this semifinal matchup between Sierra Nevada and Babson. Caroline Sandin Gustafsson will take on Lady Gaga.
So a ghost racer here on the blue course. Caroline Sandin Gustafsson, transferring from the College of Idaho over to SNC last year. And now she's off on the red course here in the top. No problems for Caroline. Caroline over the hit now. And into the final 10 comes Sierra Nevada College's Caroline Sandin Gustafsson.
Well, this is a good warm-up run for her as she is going to be leading that team into the finals for a national championship.
So we've got the first half of this ladies dual panel slalom team national championship final placed. It will be the Eagles from Incline Village. And who are they going to go up against, Dylan? It's Rocky Mountain College and St. Olaf now. Anybody's race here between these two schools, but Rocky Mountain College certainly the favorite.
Let's kick it off. Lisa Hatula, bib number 6 on the red course, taking on Gabby Genchif of St. Olaf College.
It's the battle of the Titans right here.
Exactly, and both of them have a medal from the slalom 2 days ago.
Genchif and Hiltula, they'll face off here in round number 1 of this ladies semifinal.
Hatula was the gold medalist in the slalom.
And here they go.
Genchif, the bronze medalist, and looks like Hatula's got an early lead, but Genchif is going to fight all the way to the finish.
She will not quit. They are dead even on the jump now. Here comes the bottom 8 gates and a really important point. Gabby Genchif on the left, Lisa Hiltula on the right. Genchif has taken the lead, and Genchif's going to punch her out. Unbelievable. Genchif came out of nowhere in the last 3 gates. She skated straight. I mean, it was a straight line shot off of the hit, and Gabby Genchif somehow collects at least a half a gate lead Hiltula had on her and somehow made it up. Gabby Ginchif gets a point for St. Olaf.
With 3 gates left to go, Gabby Ginchif down and out of it, and then all of a sudden just comes through and nips Hiltula.
Now back to live action. It's Lafarge from Rocky Mountain on the left. It's Alexandra Clark from St. Olaf on the right. And it looks like Lafarge has a lead here. But Lafarge had to scrape speed. It's going to give Alexandra Clark an opportunity. But she brings the tuck in, and sure enough, Emmeline Lafarge from Rocky Mountain College, she evens it up for the Battling Bears out of Billings. It's tied up at 1.
Susan Becks of Rocky Mountain College on a bit of a redemption day here at the Alpine venue, looking to help Rocky Mountain College win a national title. They won it last time this event was contested. She'll take on Skylar and Sanega from St. Olaf on the blue course.
Sanega on the left, Becks on the right. Now down the course they come to the hit. They are dead even. Both now cresting the hit. Dead even still, turn for turn. This is anyone's race as Sanega and Becks battling it out for the point. Becks now with a slight advantage. Let's see who can cross the line first. It's Susan Becks by 14/100ths of a second. So another important point. It's 2-1 as Rocky Mountain leads St. Olaf.
And now it's all up to Eleanor Goodnow to keep St. Olaf's hopes alive. She'll be on the red course taking on Hannah Clancy of Rocky Mountain College.
Rocky Mountain College, St. Olaf College, warring it out. St. Olaf has to get a point here. It's all on the shoulders of Eleanor Goodnow as they get ready. Goodnow on the red course in bib 34. Here they come.
Looks like as they've already come over the jump, and Clancy has a lead. Goodnow trying to pour it on, but I don't think there's enough real estate there.
There is not, and Hannah Clancy from Rocky Mountain College is going to put them in the finals with the third important point here against St. Olaf College. And so we have got the war set up in the ladies dual slalom team championship as Rocky Mountain defeats St. Olaf here in the semifinals. They're going to move on to face the Eagles from Incline Village. And who thought it? Sierra Nevada College, Rocky Mountain College, battling it out for the team national championship here in the dual panel.
Well, we got some housekeeping to take care of as Linnea Basinger on the red course, or blue course. Tisa Pavlovich for St. Olaf on the red course, and Tisa pouring on the speed as Pavlovich had some trouble right before the drop. And it's going to be Tisa Pavlovich with the victory.
So our ladies' final set between the Sierra Nevada Eagles and the Rocky Mountain Battling Bears. Now we'll move on to the men's semifinals in our first bracket. Number 1 seed Clarkson University taking on number 4 seed Castleton University. Then we'll see number 2 seed Sierra Nevada College take on number 3 seed Rocky Mountain College. And here's to excellent seeding here at this national championships. Worked out exactly the way we thought it might. Here's the live action. It's Leah Unes from Castleton on the left, Vilda Johansson from Sierra Nevada on the right as we take care of the final runners here for this semifinal ladies.
One there by Leah Unis as Johansson looks like she ran into some trouble. Actually, I think we're on to the men's. That was a men's competitor.
One of our men's competitor?
That was a men's competitor. So
it was indeed.
Castleton. Castleton looks like they got that first victory.
They did indeed. Lee Iones winning against Vilda Johansson. Now, we got to check that now. Vilda Johansson was not in that race. This is going to be Clarkson and Castleton. So we should be looking at a Clarkson University competitor in run number the first of the one here. Let's see what's going on with timing.
Well, I do know that we have Clarkson over there on the blue course, and he's got an early lead right now. Castleton chasing him down as they come over the drop.
All right. So it looks like our timing system, our names are a little confused here on timing.
And it looks like it's going to be Castleton with the victory. And it is 1-1 if our calculations are correct. He hasn't changed.
And we're getting things situated here in the timing shack for the semifinals. Now, before we get ready, we want to find out exactly what we just saw and what the results are of what we just saw so we can keep track and know exactly how many points each of the teams have. So before we send these next racers, let's go ahead and get caught up here in timing. Our next race will be between Oscar Erickson from Castleton and Andrew Yoven from Clarkson, but we're going to hold them here. Now here they come. We don't know how many points we've got here for the men, so we're just going to start from here. Yoven takes an early lead, but he's in the back seat, has a tough time over the hit. He's able to recover. Unbelievable. As Yoven now driving down the red course. Oscar Erickson from Castleton trying to catch up on the blue course, but no problems from Andrew Yoven from Clarkson. So that's going to be the first point we award to Clarkson. We're going to try to get some information here, see if we can get a course hold while we figure this out. Not a chance. Paul Klosterman from Castleton University on the red course. Ryan Riley from Clarkson University on the blue course. Riley in bib 4, Klosterman in bib 19. We've got it scored Clarkson 1, Castleton University, but we know that's not right. Let's see if we can get some confirmation from upstairs as they are set to go. Ryan Riley and Paul Klosterman now dropping in.
Riley and Klosterman neck in neck coming down into the final here. Going down to the finish as they are moving, and it looks like it's going to be Klosterman for Castleton. Gets the win. So officially we have at least 2 points for Castleton.
All right, we're showing 2 runners down here. 2 runners down. But I think we've had 3 and possibly 4, so we're trying to catch up. We've had 4 racers come down in this men's semifinals, and we're not going to get a course hold. Paul Reckberger from Castleton University coming down by himself, and we're going to take a hold here and try to work this out, find out exactly what the point score is. Every fucking time, man.
Good run by Reckberger, who gets the point for Clarkson. A little bit of confusion here on our timing, so we're trying to figure out a exact score that we can report to you. Trying to get a course hold, please. Course hold. Okay, so according to the sheet that was just presented to me, we have Castleton 3, Clarkson 2. Is this the official? All right, so the official score, Castleton 3, Clarkson 2. So that will put Castleton into the final.
That is right. We've got that verified now. Castleton University with 3 points, Clarkson University with 2 points, and Castleton, the number 4 seed, will advance to the men's dual slalom team finals.
All right, Rocky Mountain College versus Sierra Nevada College, the matchup we've all been wanting to see. Riles White taking on Andres Pogrovich.
And here they come. Pogrovich on the blue, White on the right. Riles not in the Alpine competition, skiing in the snowboard free ski competition here in Lake Placid, but no problems for Pogrovich here. A speed demon from Rocky Mountain College with an easy victory and a point for the Battle-In Bears. So the Bears take a 1-0 lead over Sierra Nevada College here in the first round of the semifinals.
Luca Gobek on the blue course for Sierra Nevada, taking on Jacob Ragnit for Rocky Mountain College on the red course.
We'll see Gobek on the left, Ragnit on the right. Both of these guys having strong individual performances in the Alpine competition earlier this week. And we are underway. They are neck to neck here. I can't even tell. It is turn for turn. This one is close as it looks like Gobek might be taking a small advantage and a good end line for Luca Gobek. And Gobek's going to take the point for the Eagles. It is all knotted up. Sierra Nevada 1, Rocky Mountain 1.
Absolutely classic matchup as we're going to see Anton Waller of Sierra Nevada College on the red taking on Adam Ollett of Rocky Mountain College on the blue.
Here comes Allen. Here comes Waller. Allen on the left, Waller on the right. Allen out to a little bit of a lead, a slight advantage, but now Anton Waller has made it up, and Waller's going to go over the hit first.
What a move over the hit. He was down entering the hit, but he comes out and looks like Adam Allen has some trouble, and now Waller.
So Anton Waller from Sierra Nevada College picking up the second important point for the Eagles, and they lead the Battle-In Bears 2-1. Now it all rides on Adam Garrigus' shoulder. Adam Garrigus from Rocky Mountain wearing bib 14 on the right side. Vidar Whitting from Sierra Nevada wearing bib 9 on the left side, and here they come. We got to have a point from Garrigus.
Garrigus trying to move as fast as he can, but it's a neck-and-neck race. It's going to be a lot of work. They go over the hit, really in sync. Vidar Whiting appears to have a lead, but here comes Garrigus. Garrigus closing it down with 3 gates left to go. All the way down to the line. Who's it going to be? It is Vidar Whiting by 0.2 of a second. And Sierra Nevada College can punch their ticket for the final.
The Eagles from Sierra Nevada College come through with that third important race point, and they will knock out Rocky Mountain College here in the semifinals. And our final is set, Elon. We've got the Eagles from Sierra Nevada College up against Castleton University. What a great finish we've got in store here in the dual panel slalom.
It'll be fun, but we got to take care of Andrian Romberg of Sierra Nevada College and Sean McCormick of Rocky Mountain. McCormick on the blue course, Romberg on the red course. Final matchup here in the semifinals of the men's team event. And then we will move on to the women's final, our first final and consolation round of the day, boss. That will be featuring Haley Shirewagon and Caroline Bonnet. As we are underway here between McCormick and Romberg. Coming over the hit, and it looks like Romberg. Romberg trying to get another point for Sierra Nevada College. He's got a good line, and he's up front. McCormick trying to pour on the speed, but he's running out of real estate. And it to the line, it is Romberg, but McCormick makes a good move at the end to try to make it close.
Now, next up, we move to the women's individual semifinals. Check that. This is the
women's consolation round.
This is the women's consolation round, all right? And that's going to be Erica Jensen and Eva Yagiko, but Agiko did not make it. She was not present, so I wonder what happened to Agiko. But Bonin moves forward. So I'm not sure they're going to put in the consolation heat with Erica Jensen, as Caroline Bonnet had gone through the semis without Eva Agiko next to her. And Agiko was a bye in the quarterfinals, so I'm not sure how we're going to set up this consolation. We'll find out, though. Stay tuned. We'll give you that data, and it looks like we've got someone in the box ready to come down. That's bib number 114.
And bib number 112. So this is the finals. Haley Shirewagon on the red course.
That's right. This is the final.
Caroline Bonin on the blue course.
This is for all the marbles, ladies and gentlemen. The final here for the women's individual dual panel slalom. On the red course, Haley Shirewagon from the University of Rochester. On the blue course, it's Caroline Bonin from Clarkson University. These two ladies are going to battle it out in the final run as they get set. We're going to give out the hardware. Somebody's going to win, and here we go.
And we're underway here at the championship for the USCSA Nationals. Bonin and Shirewagon coming over the drop. It is Bonin. Bonin has a good lead for Clarkson. Clarkson's Bonin headed for the line, but here comes Haley Shirewagon of University of Rochester. 3 gates left to go. It's going to be a hairline finish, and it is. Caroline Bonin is your national champion.
A great run from Caroline Bonin from Clarkson University. Caroline Bonin winning by 15/100ths of a second against Haley Shirewagon from the University of Rochester. And Caroline Bonin captures her first USCSA Women's National title in the individual dual panel slalom. Congratulations to Caroline Bonin. She'll stand high atop the podium tonight, and she will take home a national championship. What a great individual competition for the ladies.
Absolutely. Congratulations to University of Rochester's Haley Shirewagon, as now we move on to the consolation round for the men.
This one will be against Cameron Hale. Will go up against
Callie Laurent.
Callie Laurent, that's right.
Cameron Hale coming out of University of British Columbia, trying to bring some USCSA hardware north of the border. And Callie Laurent, of course, out of New England College. These guys couldn't be any further apart.
And they're going to get the men set. Now they're in the box, waiting for the barn doors to drop. This one's for all the No, this is our consolation heat. Hale and Lauren. Hale on the right on the red course. Lauren on the left on the blue course. New England College and UBC, the British Columbia team, in the consolation finals here for the men. And they're off. Here at the top, it's Cameron Hale with a good start. But good speed from Callie Laurent. And Laurent goes over the jump first. Laurent's got a rocket ride going. He's just got to hang on. And Callie Laurent from New England College is driving to the line with 3 gates to go. And the consolation heat is going to go to Callie Laurent from New England College, wearing bib number 117. A great win for Callie Laurent. That'll put him in 3rd place overall. And he'll stand on the podium tonight in downtown Lake Placid. So congratulations to New England College's Callie Laurent, the winner of the consolation final.
Now the big one. Niles Kingston of University of Rochester on the red course, wearing bib 111, taking on UC Davis, Spencer Christ.
Here they come.
18.
We are underway. And it looks like somebody's lost a ski. It's Spencer Christ from the University of California. Davis is out of the race. All that has to happen is Nils Kingston from the University of Rochester just needs to make it safely through, and he's going to. And Nils Kingston from the University of Rochester will be crowned your 2018 men's individual dual panel slalom national champion. A great performance from Nils Kingston from Rochester, and he is going to take on the big hardware tonight in bib number 111, his first USCSA National Championship. So a lot of firsts going on here in this year's session of the 2018 Dual Panel Slalom.
What a run by Christ. A little bit of drama right before we came over the drop, but as soon as that happened, all he had to do is make it home, and now he is a national champion.
So congratulations to Nils Kingston from the University of Rochester.
All right, boss.
Now let's move on to the women's team final. It is the Eagles from check that. We've got the consolation finals. So Babson and St. Olaf are going to shoot it out for the 3rd place prize. We'll start out with Gabby Genchef on the blue course, Tatum Alkier on the red course. And here we go.
Looks like Genchef gets out to a little bit of an early lead, but Alkier has been the woman to do it all for her team all afternoon, giving herself a chance to catch Genchef.
Genchef got in the back seat, Elon, but it looks like she's been able to get down the front of the skis. Now she's got speed through the finish. She's going to pull it back out. Gabby Genchef came from at least a gate behind to win this thing. And Gabby Genchef from St. Olaf College, she's going to take the first point.
Gabby Genchef with a very good run down that. Got a little exciting as she got in the back seat and fell behind, but found everything she needed to pull through.
Now it's Babson's Olivia Burwell on the blue course. Alexandra Clark from St. Olaf on the red course, and here they come. Looks like Clark's got a slight lead before they get to the hit. And Clark's going to take about a half a gate advantage over, and it looks like Burwell's down. So it'll just take a clean run here from Alexandra Clark from St. Olaf College as Olivia Burwell has skied out. And a good clean run for St. Olaf's Alexandra Clark. And that is going to give St. Olaf 2 points against Babson. It is do or die for Babson right now, Elon Olive.
And it's all on Alexis Kane. Can she deliver for Babson and keep the hopes of getting 3rd place alive right now? St. Olaf sitting really pretty, though, right now with Skylar and Senega on the course for them.
Alexis Kane, the weight of the world. She's got to get a point here for Babson. Skylar Senega can end the dream for Babson right now. And here they come.
Out of the start gate, they are neck and neck as they head to the drop. Looks almost like sink skiing. You can't really tell, but it does look like Senega is in front for St. Olaf. Alexis Kane has got to pour on the speed, but she's running out of time. She needs to make a move now, and it's not going to come.
It is. St. Olaf is going to take the third place prize here in the consolation finals of the ladies dual panel team slalom, as that is going to be the third point for St. Olaf. And Skylar Senega gets it done. So we'll clean it up here with Michelle Martin from Babson on the blue course, Eleanor Goodnow from St. Olaf on the red course. But St. Olaf has got the three they need, and they will stand in the third position on tonight's podium.
Great performance by St. Olaf, specifically Gabby Genshif, who has led this team all week long. She had a rough start, and it looks like we have a rough break there for Michelle Martin as she runs into trouble on the blue course. And Eleanor Goodnow now makes it 4-0 St. Olaf. But as I was mentioning, Gabby Genshif had a rough start in the GS, but she came back roaring in the slalom, got a bronze medal, and now will lead the team to third place here at the National Championships. One more run left in this one, and it's going to involve Tisa Pavlovich taking on a ghost racer. So Pavlovich will be coming down the red course in what will be the final run of her USCSA National Championships of 2018.
And a good run for Tisa Pavlicek now from St. Olaf College. Good form from Pavlicek. And she will be a part of that third place team for St. Olaf. A great effort from these ladies here today. And now we're going to move on to let the big dogs eat as Lisa Hiltula from Rocky Mountain College wearing bib 6 on the blue course. Vilda Johansson from Sierra Nevada College in bib number 1 on the red course. The finals for the ladies team championship has begun, as we are set to bring it to you right now.
This is the matchup we wanted to see, the two most historic or storied programs in the game today. They dominate the game, and it's only fitting that these two face off for the finals.
Here we go. Rocky Mountain on the left, Sierra Nevada on the right. And an early lead for Lisa Hiltula. As Hiltula's going to make the hit first, and no problem with Hiltula. Now she'll just need to hang on, although she had to scrape some speed. But Vilda Johansson from Sierra Nevada College about 2 gates behind, so no problem for Hiltula. And just like that, Rocky Mountain College and the Battling Bears take a 1-0 lead.
Great run by Hiltula, the slalom national champion, but now it's going to be up to the rest of her team to hold off the power to come from Sierra Nevada, as Ava Yazbek will be dropping down the blue course.
And Emmeline Lafarge from Rocky Mountain on the red course. This is going to be a war right here as Lafarge gets an early start, but Yazbek's got real skills. Here comes Emmeline Lafarge, and Lafarge will make the hit first. Yazbek's really going to have to pour it on because Lafarge has got a blast run going, but she had to scrape speed, and here comes Yazbek.
Yazbek trying to make it all happen, but she's running out of time. It's going to be super close at the line. It is Ava Yazbek by 0.2 of a second. What a move.
Unbelievable second half for Yazbek. She hit the line. When she came over the jump, she was on a rocket ride. She didn't scrape a bit of speed, and Ava Yazbek picks up the tying point for Sierra Nevada, all knotted at once.
And now what could be the most important matchup of this championship round. Susan Becks on the red course taking on Sana Ahonen on the red course.
And here we go. Sana Ahonen now. Right neck to neck with Susan Becks. And Ahonen now with a slight lead, but Becks trying to get back into it. Ahonen had to scrape speed. Now Becks back up with her. This is close as they fight for the line. Who's it going to be? It is going to be Sana Ahonen. Ahonen by 21/100ths of a second. So another point for the Sierra Nevada Eagles. 2-1. It all lies on Erica McCormick's shoulders now for the Sierra Nevada Eagles. Hannah Clancy from Rocky Mountain on the red course.
All the pressure right now on Hannah Clancy. This is a big run, boss.
Rocky Mountain needs a point here to tie it up with Sierra Nevada College, and here they come. It's Clancy and McCormick. McCormick over the drop first. Now McCormick skiing well through the bottom half. And McCormick's got a half a gate lead. It's going to be McCormick, and McCormick's going to do it for the Sierra Nevada Eagles to win the national championship here. For the ladies dual panel team slalom, an incredible performance from Erica McCormick from Sierra Nevada College. She'll give the Eagles the third and decisive point as they'll take home the gold tonight.
Well, Rocky Mountain won it in 2016, but in 2018, it is all about the Eagles from Incline Village.
So congratulations to Sierra Nevada College as they will take home top honors here in the ladies team dual panel championship.
Linnea Basinger versus Caroline Sandin Gustafson. Gustafson on the red course, slightly ahead of Basinger on the blue course. Gustafson is going to power through and get the victory. And that will make the final 4-1. The Sierra Nevada College Eagles are your national champions in the women's dual slalom.
Now we'll move on to the consolation heats for the men's dual slalom. And that is Clarkson University and Rocky Mountain College.
Andres Reich-Poglovich on the blue course. Gregory Murray on the red course for Clarkson.
This is for third place. Andres Reich-Poglovich, our GS champion, on the left. Gregory Murray on the right from Clarkson. Here they come. And Pogie already out to a big start.
Pogie out to a big start, but he had to scrub some speed earlier, and Murray is taking advantage of it. But there goes the speed from Murray.
Pogie is so strong, he can literally get out of shape and has the core strength, looks back and knows he takes home the first point for Rocky Mountain College.
Big win there for Rocky Mountain College as Thomas Daigle on the blue course will be taking on Jacob Ragnit of Rocky Mountain College on the red course.
Clarkson needs to get a point out of Thomas Daigle right now, and here they go. Daigle is on the left side, Ragnit on the right side, and it looks like they are literally neck to neck. They both make the hit at exactly the same time, and now it looks like Ragnit may be pulling ahead just a little bit. Let's see how he comes through the bottom half here. And no problems for Jacob Ragnit from Rocky Mountain College. That's going to give the Battlin' Bears from Billing their second point. And now it's all on Andrew Yovin's shoulders from Clarkson. They cannot afford another lost point. Adam Allen from Rocky Mountain will ski on the left and Yovin on the right as they are loaded and ready to go.
But Yovin has been clutch all national championships for Clarkson, leading them to that national championship in the GS a few days ago.
Waiting for the barn doors to drop now. It's Yovin. It's Allen. Yovin has to have a point for Clarkson right now. And here they come. And Yovin
Disaster.
Yep, he's blown up in the start box. It looked like he hit something in the start box. And Adam Allen from Rocky Mountain College comes down alone as Andrew Yovin from Clarkson University had a problem coming out of the start gate. And this one's going to go to Rocky Mountain College. And the Battlin' Bears will take home the third place awards here in the men's dual panel team championship. So congratulations to Rocky Mountain College. Clarkson University with a great effort here in the consolation finals.
Yovian looks to be okay. But what a disaster for Andrew Yovian. Right when they couldn't have that. They couldn't have that.
So a tough break for Clarkson and Andrew Yovin, and it looked like he hit some type of tip as something happened out of the start gate when the panel dropped. One ski went forward and the other one went backwards, and that's the end of the day for Yovin. As now some of the skiers come down.
This is Yovian.
Yovian pulling a 360 off of the hit, but let's give him a big hand from Clarkson University. Andrew Yovin. That is real spirit right there and guts from that kid. But congratulations to Rocky Mountain College. They'll take home the third place awards. We've got some business to clean up here with the last two racers, and then we'll be on to the men's final. It's Castleton University versus Sierra Nevada College.
You'd have to think Castleton is a bit of the underdog right now, taking on a Sierra Nevada College squad who's had a disappointing national championships thus far, but can erase all of that away with a victory in about 20 minutes. A little bit of work going on right now at the start box for the red course. Boss, it almost looked like Yovien caught his tip
on the pole.
On the pole.
On the actual pole, the side bracket, the brace for the barn door as it drops down. You see the two silver braces that hold the barn door. And it's almost like he straddled that, and he had too much momentum as he was pushing off out of the start gate itself, and it turned him sideways. He lost his ski, and that was the end of the day.
Yep. And the one thing to note is that these start gates aren't like the typical starting wands that these racers usually race in. This is a different animal, and it makes the start so much more important. If you can master the start out of these barn doors compared to a wand, then you are going to be very, very good in this team event.
And as you can see, the course crew now making sure everything's smooth. Look at them pouring the water on the snow. That's going to make it just as icy as can be so they can slide out of there. They're going to get everything ready. And still 2 more racers from this Rocky Mountain Clarkson matchup. And we'll move on to the big final between Castleton and Sierra Nevada.
Good look there at the Rocky Mountain College flag as it makes its way down the course, victorious here in the consolation round. Well, boss, it's been a great week of racing. We're almost there. What are some of the memories you're going to take away from this week?
Well, I'll tell you, I was most impressed with a little young lady from UCLA.
Eva Yugiko,
a 14-year-old college student. She's 17 now. She's been skiing for 3 years, and she finished in the top 10 in the women's GS.
Absolutely incredible.
17-year-old senior at UCLA.
Skiing 3 years, top 10 in the nation.
Unbelievable is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I'll take away. I think I was most impressed by the 2 runs that Andras Reich-Pogledik put together in the men's giant slalom. Comes down with a 2.5 fastest time in run number 1. Finishes up with the 1.2 seconds faster than anyone else in run number 2. I think he won the total overall combined by 2.5 seconds was the total time separation. I don't believe I've watched Nils Hoogbaum do this thing. I've watched Marcus Pleer do this thing. I've watched these big dogs come into national championships dominating ski performers, but never have we seen a victory like that in USCSA national championship history. So Pogge really, he showed everybody who the boss was. That was on Wednesday afternoon here at the Alpine venue. I loved that. Thought that was fantastic. How about you? What do you remember?
Well, this is my first USCSA championship, and it's just the whole experience, just being here, being in the broadcast booth, witnessing some things that, quite frankly, after talking to you, have never happened in USCSA history before. Clarkson winning a national title, Babson winning a national title, Paul Reckberger coming out of nowhere to win that slalom title, and just the experience in general, and just how excited I am right now to come back for 2019, if you'll have me, that is.
Man, you got a shot here anytime you want it, brother. Especially when you'll take over 2 hours solo on dual panel Super Saturday,
2 hours?
Looks like we're getting ready now. Castleton and Sierra Nevada College, they're ready to throw down. It's Jan Klindik from Castleton on the blue course. Riles White from Sierra Nevada on the red course. It is ready in time for us to get it on for the men's final. And here we go.
Lindish with an early lead right now ahead of White.
And it looks like White had some trouble getting started. And it looks like White's just on a cruiser here. So it almost appears that they have put Jan Klindik from Castleton up against White. This is a strategic move now. Klindik's going to get the first point from Castleton College. This is a dangerous way to play. It only takes 3 points to win this thing, and anything can happen. Now it's Luca Gobek on the blue course. Anton Smith on the red course. Sierra Nevada's Luca Gobek in bib number 7. Castleton's Anton Smith in bib number 17.
If Smith wins this one, that is huge.
And here they go.
Gobek is going to try to tie this one up. He has to. He can't go into 0-2 hole right now.
And Gobek right next to Smith. They are turning, turn for turn. Smith goes over the hit first.
Gobek
now into the bottom third. 8 gates to go. Gobek trying to catch up. And Castleton's Anton Smith. Is it going to be Gobek or Smith? And it looks like Luca Gobek. By 2/100ths of a second, Luca Gobek is going to give Sierra Nevada College a point. So all things knotted up here in ones. Castleton 1, Sierra Nevada in 1 as we move on to round 3.
Huge win by Luca Gobek. Like I said, he had to get that to set the table for the guys coming behind him.
As they load the next racers in the course, the gate is full. The bell is about to ring. Sierra Nevada College on the right, the red course.
You feel like a thoroughbred in the Kentucky Derby at this point, boss.
Castleton University in the blue course. They are set to go here. Anybody's contest, all knotted up at 1. The first guy to 3 wins. We're going to see if we can get some names as to who these racers are. I'm trying to check the bib numbers. That's bib number 8.
1.
And bib number 111, maybe. We'll find out here in just a second. Castleton with
18.
1 point. Sierra Nevada College with 1 point.
Bib number 18.
We know we've got Castleton on the left. We know we have the Eagles on the right. This is a big point right here. It puts the pressure on the next racer as they are getting ready to go. It's Anton Waller from Sierra Nevada College on the right. Oscar Erickson from Castleton on the left. They've got him locked and loaded.
In all honesty, this could be the most important matchup here. If Waller gets a win, that could make it very difficult for Castleton to come back. Here we go.
Now it's Anton Waller out to an early lead. Waller is a straight demon here in the slalom, and Waller easily over the hit first. All Waller will need to do is ski clean to the bottom. It is going to be impossible to catch him, and Anton Waller is going to do it for Sierra Nevada College as Waller hits the stripe first. It puts the Eagles ahead by 1, 2-1, Sierra Nevada.
Paul Klosterman will take on Vidar Whiting.
Klosterman from Castleton on the red course. Whiting from Sierra Nevada on the blue course. It all rests on Paul Klosterman's shoulders now. Vidar Whiting can win the thing for the Eagles from Sierra Nevada College.
We just saw the women take it, and now will we see the men take it? Here we go.
Here comes Whiting. Here comes Klosterman. Just about dead even at the jump. And now through the last 8 gates. Klosterman now falling behind just a bit, and it looks like Vidar Whiting's going to do it. And Vidar Whiting takes home the gold for the Sierra Nevada Eagles, as that is going to be the 3rd point against Castleton University. And just like that, high atop the leaderboard and standing in the gold position on the podium tonight, the 2018 USCSA Men's Dual Panel Team National Champions. Flying high out of Incline Village, it's Sierra Nevada College.
After a disappointing week, they are tired of hearing about it. They want to hear the words national champions next to their name, and congratulations, that is exactly what they've done. Adrian Romberg and Paul Reckberger coming down on the 5th matchup.
So our final will end up here in the men's dual panel team competition. Your winner, Sierra Nevada College, Castleton University coming in 2nd, and Rocky Mountain College will take home the 3rd place prize. Great competition here late in the afternoon in Lake Placid.
Absolutely, boss. Sierra Nevada coming out on top, both the men and the women, showing that they are the cream of the crop as far as the U.S. is concerned. Caroline Bonin from Clarkson wins the women's individual, another national championship for Clarkson. Great week for them this year. And then Niles Kingston of University of Rochester, your individual champion, but Sierra Nevada taking both the men and the women teams.
What a great afternoon here on Super Saturday. As we are working now, hour number 5 here on the broadcast. Every Saturday, it's the longest broadcast in sports history, 5+ hours on the broadcast network. And boy, what a day it's been. A great week here in Lake Placid. We want to thank all of the folks who have made it so special. Our friends at ORDA, the Olympic Regional Development Authority, just putting on a show, a welcome mat for all of us here at the USCSA. We rolled into town on Monday, and it has been nothing but the red carpet every single day here. We can't wait to get back to Lake Placid. Folks, if you ever want a fantastic place to visit, I mean one of the most historic winter sports towns in the entire world, you know what's happened in this place. You know what happened in 1980. You know what happens every single year we come here as USCSA Nationals, and it is a great place. You think it's just a little quiet summer place? It's not. It has got winter written all over it, and we have had nothing but fun here. So thanks to our friends at ORDA. Also, here on the Alpine venue, we want to personally thank John Norton. the head of this fantastic NICEF crew. They're out here at 6:30 every single morning. The groomers are a part of it. They set the fence. They set the entire course is ready to go. And those boys at the New York Ski Education Foundation, we call them NICEF, led by Johnny Norton, have done a great job here while we have been here. Also want to thank all of the USCSA folks. These are the volunteers that come in. They come in from all over the country. We've got 75 or 80 of them here, Elin, this year. They take weeks off from their jobs. This isn't a vacation. This is a working deal. They pay for their plane tickets to get out here. They pay for hotels. They pay for their food. They pay for everything, but they want to be a part of it. They take. It's just amazing to watch the passion that these USCSA volunteers have, and it could not happen without their tireless work. Our president of the USCSA, who leads this whole ship, that is Adam Stark. And in his first year in the president's position at USCSA, he has really outdone himself, raising the bar once again here in Lake Placid as we bring you the 40th annual presentation of this national championship. I want to thank my wife, Diana. She's back at the Boss Hog Base Camp and the broadcast base camp. She has cooked us up good all week long, taking care of us as this broadcast crew comes home, and we're tired at the end of the day, but Mama Hog does the goodness for us, and thank you. I love you, my dear. I'll be home soon. Also want to thank my broadcast team, and we couldn't have done it here without the help of all of these guys. Let's talk about it. It's Tim Devlin down in the Corral Cam. Tim is just fantastic. He's here for his second time at USCSA Nationals. We just love him to death. Also want to thank Mikey Brown. Brownie was down here in the Corral Cam today for the dual panel slalom. He's been over at Snowboard for the last couple of days, but he came and joined us here in Alpine. He did a great job. Also want to thank Matt Iverson, one of our Alpine cameramen. The big story really, Elin, is this fella who is our studio director.
Oh, yeah.
I met him about 2 months ago, and he has done nothing but dress to impress. And that is our studio producer inside the box here, Mr. Jack Roner. And Jack has certainly got a big future in this broadcast game. He is nothing but solid gold. Also want to thank our technical director. Came in from New York City working with LiveX. They produced the New Year's Eve Times Square webcast, so it is big-time stuff from him. Mr. Nick McCosey has joined us in year number 1, and Nick made it all work. And, brother, we couldn't have done it without you, so thanks to Nicky for being the man here this week inside Lake Placid. Finally, I want to thank my broadcast partner. Brother, you nailed it. Knocked it out of the park this week, and I love it. I hope you'll come back and join us. You're welcome here. Anytime.
I'm in.
Elin Olive, ladies and gentlemen, my color commentator and sidekick here at the USCSA Broadcast Network. We want to thank all of you out there watching and listening. You guys are the ones we do it for. Moms and dads, we want you to be the watchers out there and join us anytime. We're glad you enjoy what we do here because we do it all for you. That's going to do it from Lake Placid, New York on Day 5, the end of Super Saturday here at the 2018 USCSA National Championships. On behalf of all of us in Lake Placid, New York, this is Boss Hog saying so long, everybody.
All right, set heat, chill, and ready.
Riders ready. Attention.
Yeah, open and see.
wanna run and hide. If I get tired and say that I wanna change my mind, put me in a circle so I can change it one more time. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. Put me in a circle, circle, circle. It's never in the knowing, it's in the not giving in. And when the earth is slipping, tripping right underneath our feet, remember